Better than new. Here's what we're going to show you.
92.
Where'd you get this water pump, Tony?
Canada.
Okay. And what's it for?
29 LaSalle fire truck.
LaSalle or LaFrance? Okay. So is this the engine water pump or is this the...
Yes, that is
Okay.
the engine water pump.
All right. Looks like it's a mess.
No kidding.
Ooh,
Lots
JB
of
weld.
JB. Has to be removed, cleaned up, welded, whatever is necessary to make it look nice.
Okay. What we got on the inside?
Garbage.
Ooh, something got in there, huh?
Yeah. Well, this is all JB.
Yeah, you can see that on the inside of the housing too. Ooh.
Somebody had fun fixing all that.
Now the impeller, ooh, that's got some smackage on it. Look at that. Wonder what got in there.
Who knows? A bolt, screwdriver.
So now, we're, other than these failures here, what would cause this pump to not work? On our clearances?
Too much clearance.
Okay. Where's that at?
We have too much clearance between what we call the vane. This is a vane, and the housing. It's
Okay,
pretty darn close to a 1/4 inch. And
that's a little excessive, huh?
yeah, it should only be about 20 thousandths.
Okay. And then over here, you say?
Over what?
On the edge here.
Oh yeah, we have too much clearance between the OD and the housing.
Which is that one? And what should that be?
Pardon me?
How much clearance should you have there?
About 100, and it should be no more than about 30.
Okay.
So it can direct. So instead of spitting the water out of the hole, it spins the water in between and returns again.
Okay. So what are you going to do to this thing and try to get this back where it's supposed to be?
Build everything up, machine it.
Like on your impeller here? So
right.
you're going to...
Especially on the impeller. All these boogers, like this vane, needs to be heated up and straightened up. Welded, and all 2, 4, 6 of them has to be welded up so we have a larger OD. Remachine it.
Oh, so you're going to add material to the outside of the
yes.
vane, and then on the bottom too?
Yes.
All right. And then
so that we end up with the proper clearance.
Now this one in particular has got pretty. Can you get that shaft out of there? That's about as far as it goes, huh? Hammer that thing.
We just use a bigger hammer.
Now the housing.
Lots of JB.
That is just dandy. So do you even know how you're going to try to attempt to repair this right now, or wait till you get in there?
Don't have a clue. First we're going to have to beat blast it, clean it up, and see what is left over and why they use that much JB. More than likely the housing is corroded through, and naturally all that has to be corrected.
So you won't know how much to build up the impeller.
Correct.
Or what angle to machine it or anything until you've gotten the housing.
Well, the angle is easy. That's simple.
But it has to match the housing.
Right, but you machine the housing to the same angle. You know, once you know the angle, you machine either one of them, and it will match.
Match it to the other. Boy, look at that thing.
Yeah, they did a real number on it.
Those are supposed to be straight, right? Vertical?
No, they have a slight curve to them.
Except for the ones that have a lot of curve to them.
Well, yeah, because it got bent, this one here. But otherwise, they all have a slight curve to them.
Okay, so then you're going to do what you do. And in about 2 seconds here, we'll take a look at what you've done. Here we are with our 1929 LaFrance fire truck water pump. And this is what the inside looks now. And here's what it looked like before. So, how did you come about getting this taken care of, Tony?
Machined it. Took a 4-inch diameter billet aluminum. Machined both sides, put it in, welded it back up, and now have, instead of cast aluminum, we have billet aluminum.
Okay, and that's machined for the angle of the vanes?
Yeah, angle of the vanes of the impeller.
And in the beginning we had that clearance issue. Too much clearance at
Like
the
a
bottom of the
quarter
vanes.
inch.
Okay, well, how's it stand now?
We have about 10 thousandths.
Well, this impeller, first off, this was all bent
Right.
and beat up.
I straightened all that up. Well, I welded up the outside because it had worn. The outside had worn down, so we had a clearance issue there because we need no more than about 20 to 30 thousandths right here, so it pushes the water through that hole.
Okay, and then our other clearance was down here against this
Correct.
angle here.
So at this point, we have about 10 to 20,000 clearance.
Okay. Yeah, we're looking over here on this, here on here. Okay. That's all straightened out, so we're good to go on that.
Yep.
Now, was there any bearing issues? Bearing and seal and packing?
No, well, packing, yeah, and instead of spending another $500 to machine everything to put a real water pump seal in it, I redid the old packing, removed it, and used a different style packing.
Okay. Something better than what would have come out in 1929, obviously.
Like about 1,000%.
So for a customer who was lost as far as what could he possibly do, where could he possibly find a 1929 LaFrance water pump,
Good luck on that.
Going to be a pretty happy customer, especially with the damage that this thing had incurred.
The first two pictures that I sent him, he was just the first one because it had the holes in it, and I machined it out and sent him a picture of it, and it was, well, I hope the water pump gods know what to do with it.
Well, I never heard of the water pump gods before.
He was a clown.
But the Flying Dutchman is the water pump guru.
Oh, baloney.
Oh, okay. Alright, so he's not a guru, but I'll tell you what, if you've got a messed up water pump as bad as this thing was, you can see the condition through the photos that we just shown you, and this is what it is now. Does that just go back together easily? Or will I mess up a packing if I try to shove that together?
No, I need to chamfer this sharp edge.
Okay.
So just...
But there it is, you see the condition of it, and that's what you can expect from the Flying Dutchman rebuilt water pumps at FDRBP.com. There's a customer now.